Right, so you know I'm working on this, but I've also got to do a bit of work on this. So this is a camera I made before for Joe. That's Joe's camera. And somebody took the shutter off the front of this thing a while ago. And it's here to have a new shutter made, which I've just completed. So this now drops into there. And there you go, you can move the shutter. So what I'm going to do, so what I've done is I've done it different to the previous ones. I made 5 of these cameras for Joe, which has got a Raspberry Pi on the back, and it's got a camera inside. Shall I show you? Let's show you. Raspberry Pi, mirror, reflector I should say, panel for the image to be focused on. Anyhow, that was another project. And what I've done is I've recessed this into that top rail, so that it's practice. It's practice for the big clock, the big camera. Right. So I've done that. I've also there were 5 of these cameras, and this is number 5. So that's good. And each one had a different front. So this one's got a different front again. But look how the way that grain comes through on the end. And this will all come clear very soon. But I'm going to put some stain on this, colour that, because this is a mixed up colour of mine. It's not what it says. It's a mixed up colour of mine. And it's going on there, but it's also going to do the colour of that thing there. So this is a bit of a practice run. So let's see how we get on. Right, so that's had a coat of polish, and it's shiny, and I'm just going to key the back up. There you go, wipe that on there. Right, I'll leave that now, let that dry off, and I'll just take the excess off that, and it'll do enough staining. That's it, that's ready. Looks alright, doesn't it? I've just put another coat on there actually. So what I'm going to do now is just take the excess off. That's worked really well. Almost taking it to a dry brush. This is better. You see that? There you go. That looks alright. There you go, that's done. Dry it off. So that's near enough done. Let that dry, be back in a bit. Painted on the back now, that's dry, which is great. Just going to take a little bit of wire wool and just give that a once over with a bit of wire wool. Take off some of there's some very slight little runs in there. Good to get a bit of wax on it. It's the same wax that I used on there, so it'll match back up. A little bit on the V-baits. There you go. No need for any on the back because it's got the paint. How does that look to you? It's all right to me. So I always leave a bit of a cloth in there to apply the wax. That way you don't have to keep throwing cloths away. You can just use the same cloth over and over again, and make sure the end grain's sorted. And this end grain up here, that's like, look at the finish on that. Look how beautiful that is on that end grain. It's Beautiful. Right, so with a little bit of leftover wax that's on the cloth, I'm just going to go over the camera. Something rolling around inside. Oh, I know what it is. There's a little fitting on the back of the Raspberry Pi for cooling, and off here, and it was loose, so I just put it inside there to keep it safe. Doesn't hurt to have some wax, much wax on it. So this is the focus, and this you get to adjust it all inside to whatever you want. Everything's adjustable, even if some of it is just by moving a screw. It's all adjustable. Right, that's it. Let's get a cloth on there, and that's that. Right, there you go. Finished. Looks the light's in the wrong light. I love the texture on the front. I love the fact that wherever you just a reflection off the white paper and off the lights. Right, finished. Little Wolcott camera's finished, and it's given me that practice for the big camera, so I'll get on with that now. So there it is in all its glory, and well, I forgot to close that little tab there. Great little cameras, look smashing. Well, there you go. Buy me a coffee, guys. Anybody that's bought me a coffee recently, that's great. Thank you very much. Look at those lovely dovetails as we're going around. Looks great, doesn't it? And another video coming along very soon. Cheers.